Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss about variables in Java. Yes, only the basic things I'm going to cover. So the agenda for today is definition, syntax, rules, examples for writing your variable names, how to declare it, initialize it, and what are the types available. So first, what do you mean by a variable? Consider variable as a container. Fine. So here look at this box which is available, this example which is available here. Variable is considered as a container, and in that container you are going to store all your values. Fine. This container is going to have different sections. So in each of the section you are going to store your values, and each and every section is going to have a special address. Fine. So fine, now I will just draw an example how your memory will look like. Yes, so this part, okay. So this one which is highlighted with red is one section or one portion of your memory. The next one is the other portion. Third one is the other portion, and the fourth one is a different portion. Fine. And in each and every portion it will store some values, different values it can store. Fine. So if for each and every portion it has a unique address. So for this example I'm just considering a value as 200, and next I'm considering value as 300, but it can be anything, and mostly all your address will be in the form of hexadecimal elements. Fine. And 340, sorry. Yes, 600. Yes, it will be like this. So, variable means a container for storing, used for storing values. The basic usage of variable is to store values inside it. This is the first point. And next, you have to give special names for your variables. For example, here if I want to store some value inside the address 200, you cannot, each time you cannot go and tell your code that in this particular address go and fetch the value. You should not, you cannot able to do that, right? So they are giving names for each and every variable, and that name is called as the identifier. Okay, now for this example, if I uh, consider this, I am storing 10, value 10 in the first box. Yes, at the address 200, then I can simply give the value variable identifier as A. Fine. So if I refer A in my program, which means the internally, it will take the value 10 for processing. Yes, this is a simple example for understanding a variable. And the next one is how to write the variables. We have a special set of syntax. So look at this one. Maybe I want to tell the name in your example or in your syntax. First you have to tell in what type you are going to store, what type of values you are going to store, and your identifier or the name. Okay, name of your variable. These two things you have to tell always while writing the syntax. For example, here type means the data type, and about data types, I have uploaded a video in the in the same channel. So please make use of that video for understanding what you mean by data types and what are all the different data types available. So here in this example, I'm just considering data type as int and name as a, and at the end I'm keeping semicolon. Now what happens, your data type and name is there, so it forms a syntax. But what is the purpose of having a data type here? So this data type, maybe if in this example I have considered int, so int represents the memory requirement. Yes, your memory will be a large set, right? And if what which amount of memory you want. Yes, either it is a 2 bytes or it is a 4 bytes or it is a 1 byte, the user has to decide. So that decision will be conveyed to the IDE using the data type int. Fine. So this is what the purpose of declaring your data types. Okay. And this example is used, will be called as the declaration. And next we have this second thing, which is initialization. So what do you mean by initialization? For using initialization also, you can go with the same example, same data type int, and I'm changing the variable name b as b, and I'm giving the values. So if I assign values for your variable, then it is called initialization. Fine. Any doubts? So we have completed with the definition, the syntax, example, declaration, and initialization. What we have to discuss is about the rules. So for understanding rules, there are several points. Basically, the four major points are there. First, we will focus on the first point under rules. So rule number one, what is the first and most important point is your variable name should be case sensitive. Always it is case sensitive. Java is a strongly typed language, which means everything will be considered as a case sensitive manner. If you are writing it is in a capital letter, then if you are writing it in a small letter, then there are no similarity exists between the capital letters and small letters. Okay, so in that manner only your compiler will consider your variable name or anything. So here I'm using NetBeans IDE for executing my code, and for how to use the NetBeans IDE and what all these four three lines means, everything will be uploaded as a video. Please go and check that video in the same channel. I will give you the link below. So here, first I have to check what do you mean by case sensitive. Rule number one, using an example. So I'm using the type, data type as int, and next I'm going to give the variable name or the identifier as amount. So what happens? So this is how initially you have to declare a variable. I have declared it with the data type int and the variable name or the identifier as amount. And next I'm going to make use of the same variable name amount, but this time I'm using the capital letters, full capital letters. Now what happens? It is not showing any error, right? So it will be accepted. But what happens if I repeat the variable name? If I repeat the variable name, then it will give me an error stating that variable amount is already defined in method main. So amount is already defined. You cannot able to define your variable. So this is your first rule. That is, it is case sensitive. Fine. And rule number two, you cannot redefine a variable. Okay, this is why in this example, if I give third statement as the same with the same name, it will give me an error. Fine. So this is your second point. And what is the third point is, you can use all the alphabet starting with A to Z, capital A to Z. You can use 0 to 9, and you can use dollar sign and also underscore. Yes, all these characters are allowed for writing or giving your variable name. And shall we check that? So here, in the same example, if I give, maybe I'm giving A 1 2, yes, it is accepted because you are having a capital alphabet and 1 2. These are digits, that is allowed. And dollar dash, yes, it is also allowed. If I am using amount, pent. With the underscore, it is also a valid variable, right? So these are all the valid variables. And rule number 4 is it should not start with variable name should not start with digits. Fine. So we will see in another example. Here one amount. Yes, if I am giving variable name as 1 or maybe 4 amount, then it will give me an compilation error, and always in the IDE, always the compilation error will be highlighted in the red mark. Fine. Any doubts in this? So this is rule number 4. And what is your rule number 5 is white space is not allowed. Not allowed. So here in the same example, amount, maybe amount deposited. If I'm going to make this one amount deposited as a full variable name, as a single variable name, then I should not use white spaces in between. If I use, it will show me an error. Instead of white space, you can go with underscore for creating readability in your code. Fine. And the last rule is rule number 6, keywords not allowed. Okay. Keyword means all your maybe if you are a beginner in Java, you hope you are not aware of keywords. For that too, I have uploaded a video. Please check that. Keywords means the words which is already predefined in Java language. For example, if is a keyword which is already predefined in the Java language. So if I use that particular keyword as a variable, then it will show me an error. Fine. So these are all the rules for writing your variable names or for creating your variable names. Next, what we will discuss is how to initialize a variable and how to print that. Fine. For initial, still now we have just declared your variables. For declaration, you will have your data type and your variable name. That's it. But for initialization, you should assign a value. Okay. So here you should assign a value. This is what initialization means. And how to print your value, that is the value available inside the variable amount. How to print it? System dot out dot println amount. If I print, if I give the statement like this, then it will get printed in your output. Wait, let me execute that. Yes, so I hope now you are able to see this. Yes, the output 10. Here I have given 10 as the value, then it is printed here. Okay, and next is types of variables. We in general in Java programming we have three types of variables. One is our local variable, another one is our instance variable, the third one is class variables. About all these three types I will do a video in the later part. Fine. So I hope you are clear with all the things about variables, and now we will have a sample MCQ questions which will be very helpful in understanding um, about the variables in detail. Find the first question is Java is strong dash language. So the options given are strongly typed, weakly and moderately, and the fourth is none. So Java is a strongly typed language. Fine. And the next question is which of these cannot be used for a variable name in Java? So the variable name, which one you should not use is keywords. And the third question, name of a variable is known as identifiers. And the next fourth one is which is the invalid variable name. So here starting the variable name starting with small letters allowed, variable name starting with capital letters allowed, but variable name starting with digits not allowed. So this is the invalid variable name. And next, fifth question, variable name should not begin with number, special character, but underscore and dollar sign, all of the above. So it should not begin with a number. Just now we saw the example. And which are all the valid variable names here? So the one which is starting with the underscore and the one with the starting with the dollar symbol or allowed. Yes. So that's all for this video. Any doubts, please comment it, and please subscribe to the channel and also click the bell icon so that you will get more and more updates about the Java programming language, and all these will be very helpful in your placement classes. Thank you.